Hello traders, and welcome to an educational video brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you on another great day. Traders, this is going to be a consistent and regular educational video series that we're going to bring to you as often as possible, as we will start to discuss different indicators, strategies, exits, entries, all you can imagine we're going to do for you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, let me introduce today's topic. Yes, traders, it is the Williams-R indicator. You might also hear it as the Williams-R percentage indicator, the Williams percentage indicator. It's all there, but it is the Williams-R indicator, and it is available on all your trading platforms. All right, traders, we got a lot to talk about in a short amount of time. So let's move along, and let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm going to be your moderator through this educational series. I've been trading from 2006 when I was part-time and working full-time. I ended my 27-year career in the Fire Rescue Department in Palm Beach County, Florida. And 9 days after I retired in 2008, I got on the Big Bird and came to Thailand for a vacation, traders. It's 2014, and I am still here. I think I'm still on vacation. It's great. Traders, I absolutely love what I do. I love trading the Forex markets. I love the challenge. I love the excitement. I just think it's awesome. I love education. I love getting the education. I love sharing my education. It's just a really great second career for me, and I'm having a great, great time. All right, traders, let's get to it. But before we do, let's talk about our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential of rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, if you're spending your expense money or your mortgage or rent money, please sit back and think what you're doing. Maybe you should open up a demo account and trade a demo account until you are comfortable in your financial situation and can trade the live markets. Remember, traders, trading is a risk. We want to have as little stress as possible when we trade, right? All right, let's move on. Let's get started. What we need to know. Okay, this indicator works on all platforms. I haven't found a platform yet that does not have this indicator, so it's there and it does work. This is a momentum indicator. This works in ranging markets, but I have to tell you, traders, I've been using this indicator for like the last 3.5 months, and I've been using it in all markets, and this is a great, great indicator. I'm going to give you a couple of secrets when we get into the charts. It's easy to place on your charts. I will show you that in the next slide, and also it's a very easy indicator to read. It doesn't take a lot of energy to figure out what the indicator is telling us and what we are looking for. All right, traders, let's move over to installing the indicator on your chart. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to open up your MetaTrader 4 platform. And you can see this is a MetaTrader 4 platform. It's a demo account. And I'm going to place the Williams-R indicator on my chart. Okay, so we're going to go to indicators. From indicators, you're going to get a next window. You go to oscillators. Then you're going to go to the next window. And traders, I told you they have a bunch of names, but it's all the same thing. Williams percent range. Okay, so that's what it is. I have on another platform, traders, it comes up as Williams volume indicator. It just comes up as a lot of things, but you will know once you see it that that's the proper indicator. All right, you're going to click on that, and it's going to open up into your platform. All righty? Okay, what we want to do next is we want to basically get this where you want to be able to see it and understand it. All right, so when you open this up, you want to go to this indicator and you want to edit it. You can see where the -20 line is, where I have the top arrow. Make sure that you can see that line on your charts. You want to be able to see that line on your charts. Okay, the next thing is on the bottom, you can see it has a -80 on there, and you want to make sure that line you can see on your charts. Okay, so what we're looking for here is really simple. I'm going to show you an example on another chart. What we're going to do with this indicator is you're going to be over here and you're going to be in the, what we would call the overbought, right, above the -20. So you're overbought and realize it can stay in that area for a long time. We want this to break down below that -20. And then we're going to take this indicator and we're going to watch it. It's going to break below that, and we're going to look for a bearish candlestick pattern. In other words, maybe we'll get a couple of dojis. Maybe we'll get some indecision candles, some candles with some wicks on them so we can see it, and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to take this to the short side following this indicator. I don't use this as an entry tool, traders. I use it as a tool. That is why I'm doing candlestick formations in conjunction with the indicator, and we can then turn around and take this short. Okay, let's go and take a look at the -80 line, which we are basically in the oversold area. Below the -80, you can see it with the arrow on the right side of my chart. And say you were wanting to take this long. So you can take this long, and as long as you stay above that -80, you're okay to continue your long trade, just keeping an eye on your candlestick formations, your candlestick patterns, and the indicator. Again, traders, this is not going to tell you to take an entry. This is only a tool. We need to put everything together, and then we're going to figure out when to take that best entry. All right. Let's move over to the next chart, and let's take a look at the indicator in action. Okay, so this is going to take a couple of minutes here. Let's just go over this nice and slow. You can see on the oversold area on the bottom of the chart, right? It's overbought. You can see I have a green arrow. And you can see next to the green arrow it says 50% line. It's not a bad idea to add that line into your indicator and put a 50 line in there. The reason you're going to put that 50 line in there is because if you were short, as long as it did not break above that 50 line, there's no reason for you to get out of your trade. You can stay in the trade. So if you take a look at the second arrow on the top in the chart where it's pointing down, notice that the indicator never came above that 50% line. Also notice that price continued to head to the downside. So that was not an indication to get out of the trade. It was absolutely an indication, traders, to stay in the trade. Okay, let's look at this to the long side. You can see the first arrow on the left side of the chart in the oversold area. Okay, it's pointing up. We're going to take this, look at the red candle. It's an indecision candle. That's an alert to you. What's the next candle? It's a higher high and a higher low. Let's get in this trade. And away we go. We get up there, and what happens? Well, taking everything into perspective, we have a red candle, and now we're above the -20 line in the overbought area, and we end up with a doji. Traders, that is telling us it is time to get out of that trade. Now, let's put a little bit of extra into this. I have Bollinger Bands on this. Remember, traders, when price comes outside the Bollinger Band, what happens 99.99% of the time? Price will come back inside the Bollinger Band. And that's exactly what happened. And once we saw price go outside that Bollinger Band, we should know as soon as we saw that pullback, we want out of that trade. Get out. What do we get? We get an indecision candle, and there she goes back to the downside, and we get another opportunity to take this. Remember, this, they say, is mostly used or is used in a ranging market. Traders, I used it in both. I've used it in ranging markets, and I have used this indicator in trending markets, and this is a great, great trading tool. The other nice thing about this is I don't use it as much for getting in my trades, traders, as much as I use it for getting out of my trades, helping me with my trailing stops and watching this. Remember, traders, this is not the stochastics indicator. Okay, so what does that mean? Do not use the indicator for divergence. You're going to get wrong data. So do not use this indicator for divergence. If you want an indicator that you can use for divergence, use your stochastics indicator. Do not use the Williams R indicator. All right, I hope that helped you out, and I hope you got a little bit out of that. Experiment with it. Don't live trade with it until you feel comfortable with it. But traders, once you get the feel of this indicator, I think you are really, really, really going to enjoy using the Williams R indicator in your trading. And you'll find how nice it really does work. It's on all my charts, on all my platforms that I trade with. Trust me, traders, you will benefit from it. Traders, on behalf of myself and FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you so much for being with me, and it has been a great time. And traders, we will be bringing this to you on a regular basis, where we will start bringing you educational videos on indicators, charts, strategies, all that kind of good stuff. So it'll be exciting. Traders, thanks again. And from FXCL and myself, have a great trading day. Bye-bye.